All right, let's do this.
All
Okay.
right.
Welcome to the welcome to the podcast. If you're a first-time listener, the name of the podcast is NFGs, and that stands for Non-Fungible Guys. I am one of your hosts, Devon C. Codrington.
And I'm Ryan,
The other host.
the other host.
And the podcast is about NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and crypto, which is cryptocurrency, which lives on, well, not lives, but it's based on blockchain technology. So we got some feedback that people were like, we don't know what the you guys are talking about.
Yeah, we're losing everyone. It's kind of 80% of the podcast is going over people's heads.
Yeah, which, I mean, half the time it's over Ryan's head and mine too. So usually we're just like, wait, what does this mean? And then we kind of figure it out on the fly because we're smart guys. We're smart guys, sort of. Do you? Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing this week?
I don't know. What do you want to start with? We've got a list, so we can go through the list, or we could just kind of freeball it and go wherever we want.
All right, let's freeball it.
All right.
I like the sound of that. What do you have for dinner?
I had meatloaf and potatoes, buddy. What'd you have?
Pad Thai and samosas. I mixed the cuisine. It was not agreeing with my stomach. If you hear anything in the mic, it's not me.
It's 100% you.
Probably.
But yeah, what kind of projects have you been getting into?
Right, that's the thing. That's the thing we say.
We say projects. What we mean is just whatever NFTs we're looking at. Most everybody on the chats call it projects, and different chats that we go on is usually Twitter or Discord. And Discord, for anyone that doesn't know, started off, I think, as like a video game voice chat kind of thing, and it's kind of evolved to well, for me anyways, it started off as video game chat, and then it's evolved into, they have all of these different, like, so a project or an NFT or whatever it is can create we could actually create our own podcast server on Discord, and you create sub categories or sub
within. Are you
channels
talking within the server?
Within the server.
Yeah,
so
are they called channels?
Yeah, I think it's channels.
Yeah.
So you create a server, and then you can have different channels, and that's where all these NFT projects, they're definitely heavy on Discord and Twitter.
Yeah.
And you go on there, and within the server, you can join all the different chats and find out about announcements. They'll have announcement pages. They'll have all sorts of different FAQs about the project.
Yep.
They'll have newbie sections for people to ask questions.
It's one thing. So Ryan did a really great explanation of, and when we say server, it doesn't mean like we're not thinking technically. Like, I mean, sure, there are servers, but like it's really just a room. You can just consider it a room.
Yeah, it's just a Discord room that an NFT creates for their specific project, and that's where you find out all the information. Listen, they're even dropping their wallet addresses within the Cardano world. They drop their wallet address, and their drops happen on Discord too.
But let's go back and like you can use Discord, and we mentioned this. Even if you don't have an NFT project, this just seems to be where like everyone's congregating to like build the community. Because like as we said, when it comes to like which project seems to be the most successful, it seems to be the ones that have strong community behind them. And Discord like is a great place for that. I think the only other place that I could consider would be like if they did it in Reddit. You know, Reddit could work.
Yeah, but there's Telegram.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
WhatsApp.
you know what there are.
Like,
yeah,
Telegram I find is a big thing for a lot of like. There's Bitcoin.
I love.
There's
Telegram.
a lot of groups.
I love Telegram for like just
and Telegram's a chat app.
Right. Yeah, we should.
That's the other thing. We see this is where we got to step
We're
back.
trying to break things down so you know what we're talking about.
So for iOS users, Telegram's just literally an app. I'm assuming it's the exact same thing on Android.
Honestly, Telegram is exactly like WhatsApp, except that truly anonymous, and it looks cooler.
You could go down the rabbit hole there, because then is Signal not truly anonymous?
I know, right? Yeah, Signal and Telegram seem to be the best ones. They're similar, like these group messaging apps. And sorry, I just got distracted by a meme in the properties Discord. I'm actually on Discord right now. This is hilarious.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna like that. Anyways, okay, so Telegram is a really good, and I think that the thing that's really good about Telegram is that you can have channels, which is the equivalent of like groups, but they're like searchable and they're so robust. You can join. I think you can probably do this with WhatsApp too, but Telegram has made it so easy to like build a community within it. and have things like stickers and different things and polls, and you can even do bot commands. Like it's way more than just what WhatsApp offers. So,
and that's the whole process of all NFTs really is getting a community behind the project.
Yeah, totally.
So everybody, they just put it out on every social aspect that they can get to, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, all this stuff.
I'd say the heavy hitters are Twitter and Discord is where it really is. And then Telegram are some of them. But so why did we talk about this?
Well, we brought up Discord because
yeah.
We go on this is how we find out about projects. Is like you're on this whatever chat server or group, whatever you want to call it. And people will be like, "Hey, check this out. Hey, check that out." 80% of it's all like you're just like, okay, that you're just bothering me. It's just like it's like junk mail in your mailbox at home, right? But you go and check it out. Some of them are hit, some of them are miss. But I've stumbled along one this week. I think they're a week old now. I started it just before last podcast. It's called Properties.
How did you find this?
I think I followed, I think his name's, he has a different name, but I think he goes by Joe.
Okay,
on Uninterested Unicorns.
Right.
And I can't remember if I was following him on Twitter or what. I just saw he jumped in to this Properties. He was promoting it, I think, on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I joined. I noticed he posted a link. So I joined the Discord link, and I think there was I was number 15 in the whole group.
Can you? Oh yeah, and also one thing about Discord is that when you go into Discord, you can be in that server, and of course, where there's different channels. And one of the channels that I really like that they usually have is like the bot commands, where you can go and get. You basically will type in like exclamation point and then like rank or exclamation point. I don't know, like score or something.
Leaderboard.
Yeah,
or whatever.
and then basically the Discord will serve up whatever information. So for example, if Ryan wants to see his rank, he can go into the Properties Discord, go to the bot commands channel, I guess that's what it's called, and then type in exclamation point rank, and then the bot will respond. I think her name's Anna. She'll respond with like a photo actually that says like, this is your rank, these are your experience points, and yada, yada, yada. This is what you need.
So the reason we bring up that with the ranking is on some of these servers in Discord, to level up, they have a lot of NFTs will have a pre-sale list that you want to get to. You'll hear us use whitelist, or you'll hear us say pre-sale list. They're both the same thing. So to get onto, for Properties, for example, to get onto their pre-sale, you have to get to a certain rank.
Right. And here, and I'll pause you right there. The reason that we care about rank, or the reason that we want to really, really get in pre-sale, is because buying an NFT first is really, really important.
Ground level.
Ground level.
Get in there at like pre-sale, like before the public mint, and say it's level 1, season 1, whatever the NFT project is stating. You want to get in on the first time. Because
like between pre-sale and like the mint, you like for example, if you're not in pre-sale and you're thinking, okay, I want to jump in on this project, and they're going to mint it at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and you're sitting there by your computer and you press enter, there could be like 30,000. Well, no, that's Veve. There could be like 10,000 other people. I guess maybe not that much.
No, it could be 10,000
depending on the project, right?
Hooligans today.
That's true.
Hooligans NFT had 10,000 people
in the Discord.
10,000 people for the mint today.
Yeah,
for 5,000 NFTs.
Right.
So go ahead.
Are you gonna go?
We're still learning.
Awesome. Still finishing each other's sentences. So cute.
So what were you gonna say? You were just talking about.
Well, I was just gonna say. So like, if you get into pre-sale, great, you've gotten one. But even if you're there for public mint at the start of it, you're not guaranteed, and it's not even just because of the amount of people vying for them. There's so many things that can happen, as we know. Your computer, your network speed can slow you down. Your fingers can slow you. There's so many different variables that can come into play, and then of course, once they're snatched up and they're sold out in like minutes, then the secondary market opens up, and immediately, for the most part, that price skyrockets, and then now you've like your buy-in is a percentage higher, so
way higher.
So like the incentive is to get it in pre-sale, but then groups make it they create.
They don't make it easy.
They don't make it easy, and they also create rules and different things and contests and whatnot because they want to build community. If no one cares about the project, if no one's invested, they're not going to buy. And how they make you invest is by giving your time. So they're like, retweet this on Twitter and, you know, tag some friends. And then in Discord, it might be like you have to talk and then first, or like
you gain experience by chatting within the group. And that's how property has been working. So there's, I think, 5 levels you want to, there's level 5, level 10, 15, and 20. And to gain, I think, 1 pre-sale spot, so you're guaranteed 1, and it might be at a lower, it might just cost you the gas fees on Ethereum.
Right. We don't know that yet, right?
I can't remember.
I'm in the Discord now. I can check.
Yeah. But I know if you get to level 10, you're guaranteed 1 pre-sale.
Right.
But to get to level 10, you need to chat and be within the community. So you're sitting there chatting for, I mean, it's 1,000 points or 1,000 experience points to get to level 10, give or take. And I think they give out points every minute you're chatting. I haven't done the breakdown of what the points is, but I mean, it just, again, it gets you active in the community. If you really care about this project, you know what? I've met a bunch of friends. Shout out to Unicorns and Barry on the property Discord.
Nice.
I think it's a she. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's a she.
Yeah, I think so too. But I guess we'll just say they.
But they're out there, you know, hustling and grinding, and you know what? A lot of these people are super nice.
We
and
can
helpful.
make a couple of shout outs if you're okay with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll shout out to Rio Chief Sports.
Yes,
Rio Chief Sports Committee HOA, and
Rio's out there.
Yeah, Rio. I was gonna say we don't know. They are always there.
Yes.
There was someone else I was chatting with, and yes, I am in this Discord, but undisclosed as to who I am. I don't know why. Like, it's some big secret. Like,
there's Shuey, there's Joe, who's on there.
Yeah,
Joe FND.eth. He's one of the guys, one of the head guys. So he was the one. He's brought in a lot of people, and a lot of people follow him. But yeah, you got Seabass. I think it's Seabass. SEBAS.
There's gonna be Rio's so active lately. Like, this is crazy.
Useless Gauge.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking.
Useless Gauge helps
Useless
out.
Gauge,
like, and
good.
all these people, we're shouting them out because
good.
you know what? They help you out. They give you some tips and tricks, and they're willing to sit there and converse with you and have a conversation. And you both level up together, and it's like a team effort because we all believe in the project. And at the end of the day, what is the project? It's called
good question.
It's called project or properties.
Yep.
And I'll just read right off the FAQ so I don't screw it up. What is properties? Collect, trade, and earn. Properties is a brand new real estate card collecting game in the NFT world. Our community can get rent by owning properties real estate.
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
So what I like already about this is so a lot of the projects have been, stake or quest or do whatever, but this is bringing real estate. So I'm thinking we can be able to collect rent. Okay. So you want me to read the next section?
Yeah. Go. Yeah. What is rent?
Yeah. So it says, so what is rent and how do I collect it? Hungry brokers, investors, and real estate agents are what make our community great, but they also make the market competitive. So you're basically able to collect rent, and those payments are distributed regularly to you. So if you own streets or districts or cities or whatever, you're collecting rent based on the housing association's money pool, which is generated through the secondary market in OpenSea. So it's I'm guessing this means basically royalties travel.
The royalties on the sales of the cards go in, probably 50% go to properties.
Yeah.
We
don't know the percentage, but some percentage.
Well, right? Yeah, I was just saying, say they take 8%, 4% goes to the HOA to be divided up between the renters or the owners. The
property owners,
And then the rest goes to maybe the fund, whoever, Joe and all those, the owners, the real owners.
Which is, I guess some would be necessary to support the project going forward and mint things and build things and whatnot.
Right.
But I guess I kind of skimmed over the levels of real estate ownership. So there's house owners, home owners, which you have one card of random houses or whatever, and then if you have 7 houses on the same street, then you're a street owner. And if you have 3 houses, if you have
3 streets.
3 streets, it's just struggled there, right?
Yeah, it was.
three streets in the same district, then you're a district owner, right? Does that make sense? You want to say the last one since I can't read?
And then there's city owners.
What's a city?
3 to 5 districts of the same city. So basically, I'm assuming what it is you gain cards, and then say the 4 horsemen We'll shout out them, even though we don't use that name.
We do use the name. It's real.
We all collect.
I'm normalizing it.
We all collect a bunch of cards and realize, 4 out of the 5 are on the same street, and then we just start trying to collect from that street only. Or you build the district.
Yeah, and if we're not on the same street, then collectively we just start bullying someone to sell their house, and we start showing up on a regular basis and like racketeer the situation, just be like, pay up or give us this house so that we run the street, run the district, and then we just become mob bosses.
Maybe that's when the metaverse property game comes out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's basically
GTA.
Properties is going to be like Monopoly on steroids.
Yeah,
with a metaverse, I think is in the roadmap.
I am not going back to jail.
He's never been.
Yeah, that's a joke. I've never been in jail. All right, so
shout out to the properties NFT. I mean,
it's the one I'm most excited about right now.
Yep,
I enjoy it.
And I mean, they have, I think, a week. October 10th is when there's something happening. October 10th.
Oh, one more thing is that what was cool is that I don't even remember. I should probably find it. Do you know what happens to the first 500?
I know you get the first 500 on the Discord, like a tag on your name, on like and then you get the green badge to go around your icon, and you get double experience points or double raffle draws when you enter their giveaways and stuff for being part of the first 500.
Nice. So we are both first 500, which is really cool. You discovered this project. What was really cool is that on Twitter, we got a shout out from this project when the project was like 3 minutes old.
Yeah.
That was really cool. So
yeah, I think it was in the first like hour, 30 minutes or something. They shouted us out.
And I think the quote was like, this project is 3 minutes old. Shout out to NFGs, which is our Twitter handle. That's our Twitter handle. Yes.
No. How do we still not know this?
That's the Twitter handle.
Episode 6. No, it's not. It's at Non-Fungible Guys.
No way.
At Non-Fungible Guys.
Podcast? Is podcast in the name?
No, we took it out.
Good.
NFG Podcast is like our name, but our Twitter handle is at Non-Fungible Guys.
That's a mouthful. All right, cool.
Well, we could change it.
No, we shouldn't.
Shout out property guys and what. On to the next thing. Let's go.
Okay. All right, so that's a project we're both in. We like it. It's cool. And it's on the Ethereum network. So we're not only about Cardano people. But we still are.
Hey, Uninterested Unicorns, another project by Joe and a couple other people.
Right.
Shout out to Conrad too. He's the properties.
Okay, so cool.
He's the properties, and he's been shouting us out. So shout out to Conrad. We should have their Twitter handles actually.
Is there's a channel where it says like brokers follow brokers? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's somewhere in there. So they want once just a community building. But anyways, what I was gonna say about uninterested unicorns is they just released their questing info, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. So basically, questing for under the unicorns umbrella is
sorry. I know I'm interrupting you. I know
and you're gonna go back to property.
This guy's why are you pissed?
I'm
just
not pissed.
Take it easy. I want to show Bullet. Bullet drops some wicked memes. Meme God and Fibonacci. All right, that's it.
All right.
Anything else?
Nope. I was just gonna say.
All right, cool.
All right. You know how we've talked about staking.
Yes.
And what is staking?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Well, the user doesn't know. The listener probably doesn't know either, right?
All right. So, staking is when you take your coins, the value that you have in that crypto project, and you basically put them back. Like you're using it to stake, as in gain more points or more coins by validating transactions on the project. So Bitcoin uses proof of work, Ethereum uses proof of work, Cardano uses proof of stake, and you're essentially voting on the validity of the projects, on the validity of the transactions happening. And that way you're not actually you're not using a supercomputer to verify and keep the network going. So what you do to participate in that is take the coin that you have and say, I'm putting this into a staking pool, which is basically a bunch of people put the value of their coins together, and they are betting that as the collateral for the vote that they put forward to verify these transactions. The thought being that if you're going to vote on a transaction, on the validity of transactions, and you don't have any skin in the game, and you don't have any coins in the project, then where's the incentive for you to, make good choices? Like you have to have your money on the line as well. And how would your money be on the line if you are voting or in a stake pool that's voting like fraudulent or bad acting transactions? then you decrease the effectiveness, the quality of the network. If you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
So then, if Cardano is known for, or any other project is known for, like, bad transactions or whatnot that are maybe not, where maybe someone said they sent them money but they actually didn't or whatnot, then that's an issue. So you kind of decrease the quality of the network. And if you don't and if you have your coins in there, then you're essentially decreasing the value of the capital that you put in. So that
was beautifully said, buddy.
We're trying to.
So here's what I'll do my version of that.
Yeah.
You've got all the good technical terms. I'll just make it this way. I have Cardano. There's a stake pool. So basically the way I look at it is I stake my Cardano. It goes into the pool. I don't notice there's nothing really I notice other than I get interest paid to me.
Right. I didn't mention that. Thanks for mentioning that.
So it's like putting your money in a bank and you gain interest and it goes into your wallet.
Yeah.
So I put, say, 100 Cardano into the stake pool, and every 5 days or something, I'll get 0.4 of a coin. Mm-hmm. Over time, you build up to the point where I think now my rewards have been like 1.6.
Yeah.
So
sorry. Go.
No, I was gonna say that's 1.6 Cardano for doing nothing other than having my cryptocurrency in that stake pool.
Yeah.
If that's like to not dumb it down.
No, that's perfect. It's perfect.
But like,
it's a great explanation because I didn't even talk about the reward, because sure, the reward is that, like, you're in the network, but the reward is you get rewarded with fragments of the coin.
Yeah.
So which is, it's another way of, I don't want to use the word mining, but like it's another way of collecting.
Yeah. So
but that was perfect. Good job.
Okay. Well, all I was going to do is bring up the fact that uninterested unicorns are doing, they're calling it questing, but it's like staking as well. But you're earning their UCD, which is their currency for their metaverse and their game that they're going to introduce eventually. So the big thing we have is me and another group member have 2 unicorns each. So we're running, do we combine and send 4? If we had 5 total, then you gain like all these bonuses, and then you have like the same clan and the same, I don't know, it's an awesome concept, but we're going to have to lock our unicorns up for 6 months on a quote unquote quest.
Yeah.
Which is basically we're staking it for 6 months. We're earning passive income.
Nice.
And we can't sell or access those unicorns for 6 months.
It's a really interesting, I love the idea, first of all. I think it's so cool because it keeps the network alive. You know what I mean? Like it makes it so that you are tied into this project for a minimum of 6 months. Like they're going to keep going forward.
You're rewarded handsomely for it from all the different, the way they've set it up. You're definitely rewarded. And the other thing too is it's creating scarcity.
Oh yeah.
Because those are off the open market. They're gone for 6 months. So if people really want to get into the project, like you either buy up the floor now or you
and
just
what's
wait.
the floor now? It's like the reason I don't have one is I missed one at I joined the 4 Horsemen later.
Yeah.
And you guys were already in it. And by the time I was aware of the project, the floor was beyond my means at this point.
Last I looked, it was like 0.6 Ethereum.
Yeah. So
which is
no,
like
I don't want to do that
1,400 Canadian or 1,400 US, which is like what, close to 2,000 Canadian. Which if I had that kind of money, I'm like, it's hard to just throw it at an NFT. At the end of the day, it is like we are talking about JPEGs, and
I know, but and going back to the whole staking thing is cool because it's like it's a quest. So like the unicorns have a story and stuff. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's what drew me into it. It was like, oh, there's not just like this profile picture NFT setup. Like they're gonna have a metaverse in the crypto voxel metaverse. Yeah. They're gonna have a game that they're developing. They have all these like storylines for the different unicorns. There's different clans and water, fire, and all these different stuff. It's just an exciting project.
So do you think you will quest with the 4 that you have, or
we still haven't been able to figure it out? We're kind of a little confused because he's got 2 fire,
right?
And I've got a zombie and a water. But my zombie's a rare one, so I gain a bonus for questing that, and then he gets a bonus for questing his 2 fire. But if you send 5, then you get an airdrop of a breeding unicorns, which could be used down the road for breeding and creating more NFTs based on this NFT, right? So that's the thing. We don't know what to do. We're just hey, maybe someone can help us out and shout us out on at non-fungible guys. Help us out. Please.
Nice. Okay, so on that, I'm glad you brought that up because we should talk about Derp Birds and like the fact of that you can get these airdrops or whatever, or there's breeding capabilities down the road. So
and that's a utility of these tokens, NFTs.
So it's pretty cool because right now we're getting into the point where we bought Derp Birds a couple of weeks ago or whatnot, and it's like we're getting to this point where the roadmaps of some of these projects are coming to fruition. So Uninterested Unicorns were purchased in August and whatnot, and we're like, okay, we're in October, so they're rolling out different portions of their plan. The roadmap is the plan for the project and what they plan on doing. So Derp Birds is another one that's coming up, and their roadmap their roadmap. Well, there's a lot of things that happen with them because they offered things for the rug pull. So that was cool. Okay. There's a lot to talk about here. We have to frame this up nicely so they know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. So there was an NFT called Gingerbread.
Oh shit!
Was it just Gingerbread or was it? They were Gingerbread men.
Gingerbread,
but it was like they were the profile picture NFTs or PFPs. We've said it multiple times before, but just in case you catch you up. And over they dropped, and then something happened where the project just they minted. They had their public mint, and then the developers and admins and everything in the Discord chat disappeared. So everyone was screaming and going crazy like this is a rug pull. They just took our money and ran, and this is bull crap, and people were losing their mind.
And I guess I'll pause there because I know we talk about this all the time, but this has to go into your strategy when you're thinking about what to do with NFTs. The community is everything. If you don't communicate with them and it's quiet, they freak out and they're ready to like just dump the project or jump ship or whatever.
Because the problem is it's such a volatile market to be into. It's crazy. It's like we talk about like we know something, and we're learning as we're going here. Like we're just passing on our experiences and what knowledge we're gaining. Like I know we could go back and listen to episode 1 and be like, man, we said some dumb things.
We made so many mistakes. Cardano City Posters theory.
Yeah.
We got that completely wrong. But like, no one knows, and no one knows anything about that.
And that's what everyone's afraid of is like, hey, this gingerbread cost me 40 Cardano, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, no, in real life money, that's like $120 Canadian.
Yeah.
Like that's just gone if these developers just turn and run.
Exactly.
So what ended up happening was they were gone for a week, and I think just as of yesterday. So over the weekend,
sad story, but
over the weekend. Again, this is the thing. Everyone's like, it's a sad story if it's true. Everyone throws that in the Twitter. So what ended up happening is Derp Birds NFT project, they heard about this rug pull and said, hey, listen, for anyone that had or was involved with this gingerbread rug pull, send us your gingerbread. And they tweeted out their wallet address and send us your gingerbread NFT and we'll give you a Derp Bird. We'll exchange for a Derp Bird. Yeah. So not only are they trying to save part of one community, they're bringing in a bunch of people to their own community.
Yeah, and that kind of goodwill will be remembered. But also, we didn't necessarily state exactly what we.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. So,
sorry. Okay,
the Derp Birds looked like they came in and saved the day for a bunch of people, and I think they ended up giving 210 people Derp Birds and took in 210 gingerbread NFTs. And what's beautiful about the project with gingerbreads is that the community itself ended up abandoning the original Discord chat, and they created another chat, and they were going to actually build out their own. They were going to call it Gingerbread Rebaked,
which is amazing.
Which is a hilarious name. It was, and again, community voted on.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was yesterday, the original developers of Gingerbread came out and said that the reason they were gone is they actually had a death of one of their members or a family member of their development team. So if that's true, I have no idea, no way to confirm it. But if that's true, then that's sad. And everyone was pretty upset in the fact that it was like, well, why didn't you send out one message? Well, it's like, listen, if your mom died tomorrow or my dad died tomorrow or something, it's like, do you really think about having to? I know it sucks, but like you kind of you get all up in your emotions.
Exactly, and I don't think anyone should be faulted publicly for that. But at the same time, so this is a conversation that's tough because it's like when you have that responsibility. Like, think about being a CEO of a company, right? And you have your shareholders and you have people that are responsive. If you have something happen to you, there are mechanisms in place. So your COO, your chief operating officer, will then take up the helm and keep things running because there's a responsibility for something you've built. Now, here's the thing. These projects are bringing in capital. They are making real freaking money.
Yeah. Well, what was it? I can't even remember. Was it 10,000 gingerbreads and they were 40 ADA a pop?
Yeah. So like 40,000 ADA,
right? Times $3 Canadian.
Yeah. So there you go. So, but here's the thing. Where's the governance structure built into this? It's not like someone's sitting there.
No, you don't call the cops and say, "Hey, they stole my money."
Exactly.
My cryptocurrency.
And there's no one being like, "Hey, this project should have a lead and this and that."
Yeah.
Like we can, Ryan, myself, the other two horsemen, we're gonna make a crypto project, but we are coming at it from a different place. But like, there's no oversighting governance to tell us exactly what we should do if there's a catastrophe.
No, it's a Wild West.
It's a Wild West. And there's no regulation per se, right? Like, there's nowhere to be like, well, guys, you got to give the money back or this and that. It's not possible. Like, it's...
No, like, they could have literally never came back and been gone with all that money.
Yeah.
And then the people that were doing the gingerbread rebaked were going to try and still revive the project and just try and make some money back or just do something with it.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, and then also I'll kind of use this time to talk about the wallet. So when we talk about the wallet, it's like we talk about the wallet, Yo Roy.
And it's basically an app that you download on your phone.
Exactly. But it's like when I pass my wallet ID out there, like I could put my wallet address on my public Twitter on anywhere on the internet and someone can send things to it, but they'll never know who's behind that wallet.
It's just
it's a string of characters.
That's all it is.
You know, so like you can't use the wallet to trace anyone. You can't.
No, I'm not getting your wallet and hacking your phone and getting into your email.
Yeah.
It's secure in the sense that it's like it's an anonymous bunch of letters and numbers.
Yeah. The only thing you can do is always track every transaction that wallet ID has made, because the ledger for the blockchain is public, meaning the list of all the transactions, that ledger is available for anyone to see. But you're not going to see Ryan's name and then a string of 30 characters. You're just going to see Ryan's wallet ID. But you won't know that that's Ryan's wallet ID.
No, you'll never be able to, like,
him.
No, never.
Yeah. So anyways.
This isn't to scare everyone out of NFTs or the cryptocurrency world. This is just like, you got to know this information. I'm hoping we're helping in that sense. But yeah, it's one of those things that, like, it's scary. Like, even when, listen, you buy something for 12 Cardano and that's still like $60 you're sending to someone. It still could be just gone in a blink of an eye.
$36 about around that. So.
Oh, right. My bad.
It's all good.
My math.
But either way.
I'm not that great at math.
No problem. You're the numbers guy for all this too. No, just joking. Okay, but yeah. So where were we on this? But it's okay. You know where we're at? Where? Talking about the eggs. For Derp Birds.
Derp Bird eggs. Yeah, sorry, we went on a...
No, it's all good. It's all good, though. So...
let me pull up.
It's pretty cool. So going back to being able to get a breeding style unicorn, we're getting into the utility portion of these NFT projects. So the project Derp Birds, which are sort of like heroes right now, and given the story we just talked about, they're having another feature come forward where you'll have an egg your Derp Bird.
They'll be airdropping eggs.
Yeah, they're going to be an airdrop is when they give you, like, same thing like if you're an Apple user, you can just airdrop things to each other by just like kind of pushing it out there. So what they'll do is just say, okay, all of these people already have a Derp Bird. We have all of these wallet IDs. And because these people already have Derp Birds, we're just going to give everyone an egg. And it's basically, you're just getting a free NFT. It's specific. It's an egg, and it's going to have some specific utility that is decided upon by the creators of the project. So right now, we kind of got a notification through the Discord that, hey, everybody, eggs are coming. So anyone that has a Derp Bird, is it anyone that has one?
It says here.
I should probably go into the Discord too.
The incubator will be on the website, and it says.
And their website is going to be. If you were in the Derp Birds Discord, there's I don't know where it is, in one of the channels, it has like a picture of this like incubator unit like pumping out these eggs. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I like the kind of stuff that they do. They add story to it, so it's not just like. So ultimately, when you think about it, it's the same thing that's happening with the other project. You know, they're giving you a breeding unicorn. Basically, they're airdropping you a different NFT that has the capability to breed.
Sorry, did you explain what airdropping means?
Yeah, I just said airdrop's kind of just like
Apple. I was
reading.
reading.
It's all good. It's all good. But like, so in this other project, they're doing the same thing. They're airdropping you an NFT that will give you the capability to do.
I had
something.
one airdrop this week.
Oh, what did you get?
Uninterested Unicorn airdropped me a weapons pass.
Oh yeah, okay, I forgot about that.
So I get 3 airdrops of a weapon, and the weapon I think can be used in their questing stuff.
Yeah,
but it's also an item in the CryptoVoxel metaverse. Nice. So it's like I can put it in my character's hand, and I think I got like an axe bone. But I could also, so here's the other thing too. It was completely free. It just showed up in my account on MetaMask. And it also, I can sell it. I can turn around and either sell the weapons pass or sell the item of I think it was an axe bone or something. I can sell either one or just hang on to it till they go up in value.
That's pretty cool.
So that's just one example.
No, that's good. Okay, so what's the deal with the Derp Bird and the eggs?
They said there will only ever be 7,500 derplings, but up to at least 12,000 eggs, subject to change.
Derplings?
Can be derplings. So,
oh man,
scarce, rare, epic, mystical, and legendary birds will be able to make 3,000 eggs total. Common and uncommon will be responsible for the remaining 9,000.
Okay, cool.
So what they're doing is they're taking the more rare birds that they've created and they're actually giving common and uncommon birds a little more utility over the rarer ones.
And the reason they're doing that is to preserve the rarity. Because if you have a rare bird that can like breed like crazy, then you dilute the rarity. Because like if you have 2 rare birds that come together and make something technically ultra rare because it's more rare, but then you can just have those rare birds repeat that cycle, you're diluting it. So by making those rare birds only be able to breed once or twice, then you keep that rarity like ultra rare.
See, I don't think it's that at all.
You don't think so?
No,
oh,
I
really?
think what they're doing is they're trying to give utility to the lesser of the wanted common and uncommon.
Oh,
because most people get common and
because I have a common.
They even said here in their thing, we derped up the rarity system that we use for Derp Birds. We will not make that mistake again. And what they mean is they named their birds common Derp Bird, scarce Derp Bird, epic rare Derp Bird. They use the rarity in the name of the bird, which you don't do.
Yeah, it's true.
What you usually do, and they know that, they heard it from the community.
The attributes.
Is the attributes is what makes it rare. So they screwed up. They admit it that they did it, but I think that's why they're adding the uncommon and the common are allowed to do more with the eggs because they're the lesser of what people want. People want the scarcity and the rarities.
But that doesn't. That's always the case, right? So they're trying
but if you have 3 eggs with a common, and you get 3 derplings, and I have a scarce, and I only get 1, mine might be a little more rare, but the chances you still get 3 birds out of your 1, and I only get 1 of 1.
Well,
you know what I mean? You get more for your value.
Yeah, definitely. So by putting the name in it, like, they immediately just make those ones like people are like, well, I'm not going to buy this.
Yeah. Oh, it's a common. Like, you know right away, as opposed to having a rare. So
like
rarity scale comes out. Usually you mint or create the NFT.
Yeah.
And then they come out with a rarity chart, which shows like, oh, your NFT's got a hat. Or it's got glasses or it doesn't. Or it just shows you the rarity of all the different traits of that NFT.
And those are attributes that we were talking about. Yeah.
Right.
So that's good though. And you know, it's funny you say that because when I got my Derp Bird, like last week, I was just saying to you, I'm like, let's sell this. I was like, I don't want this thing anymore. I was like, I want to get rid of this.
Yeah.
And like, what do you have? Do you have
I've got a scarce. So
one,
mine was like the 3rd one.
Right.
It goes common, uncommon, scarce.
Right. And I was just like, I want to get rid of mine. Like, and
but
I was
here's the thing. They came
planning on they literally, if they hadn't dropped this egg, I wouldn't even have it right now. I'd be talking about the recent sale I did.
Yeah.
Those bastards, they got me.
They hook you in, right? Like, but that's the thing. They want want people to buy up their lower ones.
Yeah.
They want you to it's like anything. They want you to, you buy an Apple phone. They want you to keep buying Apple phones.
Stay in the ecosystem.
They want you in the ecosystem.
Okay, so since you were talking about attributes and hats and glasses, let's talk about Gnomies. Did we already talk about that?
We just brought it up, I think, at the tail end of last episode where it was coming up to the drop.
No, but do we talk about it this episode?
No, we haven't.
Oh,
brought it
okay,
up
sweet.
yet.
Yeah, you get to talk about that now.
Yeah, we
okay,
can talk
sweet.
about it.
So, it reminded me of Gnomies because we talked about that drop was coming, and you have two.
I got two.
Right.
I got one for me and one for one of the guys that couldn't.
Right.
They couldn't. They were driving or something.
Yeah. So I got one too, and actually, I'll talk about. So yeah, we got the Gnomies, made the drop. I can't even remember the details.
I know
of the
everything
drop.
happens so quickly now.
Yeah, it was quite the. I think it was just a blur.
Was this a smooth drop?
It was smooth. Yeah, I think it was pretty smooth. I can't even remember though. You know what? There was one drop. Oh, we're breaking focus here. There was one drop that was so smooth recently where just threw it in there and they were like, yeah, we'll get back to you. And then they just came late. Whatever. I can't remember what that was.
We can come back to
We'll come
Gnomies
back.
after a second, but I think you're talking Deep Vision.
That's what I was thinking.
Deep
yeah.
Vision AI. It was literally send us, what was it, 20 Cardano?
Yeah.
18, 15?
Oh, you guys got on the first wave, right? So it was a
Yeah,
different price.
yeah, exactly. Well, then that's another thing these NFTs do is they'll drop wave one, set one, whatever, but it's all the same under the same umbrella. It's just like 1 to 10,000 is going to be 10,000 Cardano.
Yeah.
10,001 to 20,000 is going to be 20.
Yeah.
They all do.
And by 10,000, he means
10,000 NFTs.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the first series will be a certain price. The second series are more expensive. Either way, there was one drop that like, I think it was Deep Visions that was so smooth. It was just like, send your money and they gave it back. I don't know. But anyways, okay, you know what? Let's screw it. Let's talk about Gnomies.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
Just the project. So we got one. The drop was cool. I can't even remember what day it was. I think it was like September 30th or 29th or something.
It was the 29th.
29th.
It was the 29th.
And it was cool. So it was funny because like I got my Gnomie and I'm sitting there, I'm looking and I'm like, he's got some attributes. I think, you know what, I should probably pull mine up.
I have mine pulled up. So my guy was
you know what, can you pull up my wallet?
Yeah.
So ahead. And here's the thing. So since we move crypto around with each other, like if I'm not available, I'll just be like, Ryan, do you have the ADA? Do you have the Bitcoin or do you have the ETH or whatever? And we'll send that, and he can, if possible, he'll like mint to them at the same time if the drop allows it. So there's definitely been times where I've been like, shoot, I'm busy or I'm working or whatever. Pick one up for me, and then I send him the ADA afterwards. So I just said like, this is my wallet ID. Keep a copy of it. So now when he goes into pool.pm, and Pool is a website that is actually a staking pool website, but you can throw in a wallet ID, which we talked about earlier on, and see what assets that wallet holds. No one, like Ryan knows it's me because I've shared that with him, but no one else will know that who's attached to that collection. But so yeah, he can probably pull up my wallet.
There it is.
Okay, so that's my Gnomie.
Yep.
And so like when I got mine, okay, hat, a hoe.
He's got the blue background.
Yeah.
And then exactly like this, he's got sunglasses for eyewear, gold teeth for face, skin tone 2, handhelds. He's got a hoe, like a garden hoe. His hat is a blue.
they are guarded gnomes, but he also has a gold chain and gold teeth.
His necklace is the Cardano chain, and he's got the gold teeth,
as in grills, which many hip hop artists tend to have gold grills and also hoes. So I understand that that association, right?
There you go. I like it.
We're like garden hoe, not hose in the club.
So
all right, let's move on.
Okay, well, Gnomies, we got them.
Yeah, and then the attribute table came out, and so I got it, and I was like, okay, I think there's some attributes here that are good, but we didn't even really know. We had to go and check.
No, and that's the thing. Some of these drops, they wait till after everything is minted, and then they'll drop a rarity chart. And sometimes why they do that is because if they drop the rarity chart prior to the drop, people will kind of have an idea of like once they get their NFT, they'll be like, oh, and they'll cross-reference everything and be like, oh, this is worthless. And then they put it on the marketplace and sell it for cheap, which lowers the value of the whole project, right? So I think that's that's my thoughts on it of why they would do
we
it.
want movement with the project, but we don't want people like offloading them immediately to trying to recoup the mint cost or whatever we want everyone to get it. I mean, I say typically I think I would want people to get it And we want that value to go up, that community engagement, everything. You know, we don't want people offloading immediately because they believe there's no value there.
I'll never understand why somebody pays 25 to mint an NFT, 25 ADA, because this is the world we're in right now. We haven't really dabbled in any other of the blockchains, but someone will mint something for 25 Cardano and turn around and sell it for 10.
Yeah, I have seen a lot of that. I don't understand
why anybody posts something for less than mint like the same day they bought it.
Just wait.
It doesn't make any. Well, not even just wait. Like why you're giving away 15.
You're giving away that money.
You're just giving the money away for no reason. I don't understand it. Can someone please explain? At non-fungible guys, hit us up.
Do you have any dud projects where you're like I feel bad talking about it, like if it's like
bad projects?
Yeah, where you're just like, I think this is complete dud, like, you know, the floor never really increased much. I'm thinking of one specifically, but I don't even know if I want to say it. I don't want to be mean. So how do we talk about that? Well, we just don't have to say the project. I know
there's one. I mean, I don't think it's a dead project.
You know that one where they're, doing this.
You think?
I thought that one was garbage. No. I don't even have it. I didn't even get that one.
I have one that's kind of just been sitting there. It's I don't know if it's a bad project or just poor roadmap or whatever.
You probably can't see this one.
No, I can't see it.
Oh, okay.
Well, just say it.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll say mine. Mine's Cryptoid.
Okay, good. It was not what I was thinking about.
No.
Okay,
so it was like a play on. It's like playing cards.
Yeah.
And it's like a play on the Chupacabra, or there's like,
oh yeah, I remember this one,
evil like monsters that lure in the skeletons and vampires. It was very cheap to mint, so I didn't really like, but I might have just thrown away those Cardano for that one. What's another one? You, honest to God, you have no idea. Like,
you don't.
This could be worthless. Like Gingerbread over the weekend, I think it was 42 to mint, 42 Cardano to mint at the public sale. And they were all weekend. They were eight Cardano because everyone thought the project was dead.
Right, that's true.
So for all we know, this project, if the developers are true and everything was right, and the ship is now sailing
it's
again.
A steal. Yeah.
Listen, whoever got it at 8 is laughing because this thing could skyrocket to. They're pumping and pushing that they're gonna have some cool Christmas thing.
Yeah,
because it's Gingerbread.
It's Gingerbread. Yeah, why wouldn't they? And also with all the attention on the project, because people thought it was a rug pull. A lot of people are aware of it. So, but you know what? I kind of want to mention one thing about Gnomies. Like, for example, just to go over rarity or attributes or whatnot. Like a blue background, what they'll do is they'll list the traits and the rarities behind them afterwards in a chart usually. So the color of the background has a rarity. If you have a forest background, there's only 123 of those out of the 5,000 that were minted. If you have a blue, that's actually the most common. So that's one thing. But then then in the eyewear category, there are monocles, there's sunglasses, there's no glasses. So there's lots of different elements. So then I know that mine had, what did I have? Grills?
You had grills and the chain.
Right. So the chain was one thing that was pretty cool. So if there's no chain, okay, that's most common. But then the Cardano chain is the rarest one. There's only 676 of those. Within the 500, so 5,000. Nice, yeah, that would make sense. So that was cool. And then the grill. So yeah, where is it? Yeah, if you have gold teeth, that was the second rarest out of what they have.
Yeah.
Some of the gnomes actually are biting their lips. Some of them are smiling. They're smirking. Some of them just show teeth. And then of course the best is diamond teeth. But what was interesting about Gnomies is that like, and I guess actually a lot of them do this. There are so many different attribute combinations to build up what that rarity was that it's like you don't immediately look at it and be like, well, I have this, screw it. So it kind of leaves you guessing as to what might actually happen. So either way, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
It's kind of a good combination. Okay, so what else did we want to mention?
I wanted to bring up the free love.
Oh, yeah. So
I forget my daughter listens to this. So
right.
It was the free love auction NFT.
This was artwork done by an artist that was tasteful, showing the ways that humans could interact.
Free love. It could be with one or many.
Yes, because love should be multiplied, not divided.
Exactly. So it ended up, someone bought it for like $2,400 US.
Right.
So shout out to the person
artist there.
bought it and the artists themselves.
It was a threesome. Okay, moving right on. So, all right.
We have been getting into the group of us have kind of started swaying towards artwork, as opposed to profile pictures. And by artwork, it could be anything, but the ones that we have been purchasing, one was Awoken Algorithms.
Right.
There was the Refresh.
Yeah.
And then there was Deep Vision AI. So they're all unique in their own way. I think what Deep Vision did was, from the looks of it, it looks like they gave the AI some kind of like base photo, and then the AI created its own version of.
Yeah, so for this is pretty cool. Like they've taken existing technology, which is machine learning based AI, probably developed for whatever reason, probably an engine that they just have out there. Engine being, and this is outside of NFT stuff, so but like whatever, an engine that's a machine learning engine, just kind of you feed it images and it's going to assess them and classify them and say this is that. Whenever you're doing CAPTCHA, you're feeding machine learning. I think I might have mentioned that in a podcast before. Who
you
knows?
Probably have, but anyways.
So like that person just had this Deep Vision AI create a ton of artwork, and then they're like, I should mint this, and they did.
To honest to God, it's some sick.
Looks
there's
pretty
some
cool.
sick looking,
pretty cool
artwork. And then you've got the Refresh. I personally love this. So it gives you different colors. Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but like,
go ahead.
Just want to mention about the Deep Vision is that when you purchase the NFT and you have the artwork, people were inquiring about like, can I use this? You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Do I have the copyright there? And it's like,
the person added, I think all three of the projects that we just mentioned, I think they threw the copyright in the metadata. So you don't have to ask the guys.
Exactly.
They said, go ahead.
Which is the right thing to do. I mean, like NFTs is so much about the true ownership. You're not just like, people are like, it's just a JPEG. And it's like, this is the equivalent of like on your wall, right? You have Ovechkin and Crosby, like this image of them, right? Mm-hmm. But it's signed by both of them. Mm-hmm. Like, what if I had the same picture, but it's not signed? Like, it's not worth as much. You know what I mean?
Right.
The NFT, having that NFT is like having the signature. That's what makes it special. That's what makes it unique.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, if they didn't attach the copyright to that art, you'd be like, what the hell? Like,
you
know what I mean?
What am I gonna? Am I allowed to print this?
Yeah, because then everyone's copy is worth the same as mine. Like, not exactly, but like with artwork, it's kind of
I think so, because I'm pretty sure you can print them and it's like 8K. Like,
oh yeah.
Like if you were to display it on a digital frame, it's in 8K. Like that's highest resolution.
It's definitely zoomable.
It's amazing. So the other one I was going to bring up was the Refresh,
right? Which
it takes different colors. It's was it gradients?
Yeah.
And literally every single, if I go into pool.pm and go to my wallet and go and look at these things, every single time I hit refresh, the artwork changes.
Super
literally
clever.
The colors. It has certain colors that whatever NFT you have, but like I can have a sun. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like
pretty cool.
Literally every single time. And then so that's two different NFTs of art that we've talked about.
Yeah.
The third one is Awoken Algorithms.
Right.
And that one is we did talk about it. It's constantly moving art. And it's never the same.
It's like an endless loop. It's looping, but it's never going to make the same path.
Yeah, So I mean, that's just three versions of NFTs, and it's all based on art. So we're thinking maybe down the road this could be worth a lot of money, because I mean, digital frames are going to start, because people. I'm telling you right now, and if you know anything about NFTs or anything to do with like digital frames and stuff, get on it, because people are going to be hitting up those kind of frame. Like if I could get a movie poster size, like a 27 by 40 digital frame, and display all my NFTs,
that would be pretty great.
Just even Top Shots. I've got 80 moments to just cycle through 80 moments.
Someone out there is definitely going to be devising this, but even if you don't have it in the physical world, in your metaverse space, you'll have your artwork.
Oh
on your
yeah,
wall,
we
right?
forgot about crypto.
So there's going to be artwork is important, and it's
everyone's got artwork, as Mr. Burns told us.
Yes.
Who doesn't have artwork in their house?
This is true. Hold up, you've made it. This is the secret phrase that you've been looking for, and the word you're looking for is ikome. I'll say it again, ikome. All right, Take it easy. Enjoy the podcast. Yeah.
So,
Okay. So, let's see.
how are we for time?
Oh, we're almost at an hour.
Are we really?
Yeah.
We haven't even got to anything
I know.
was on our show notes.
You know why? It's because we were trying to make sure we, kind of provided the explanations. But like we're at 54 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no doubt. That's cool. But like, could we go through one episode without talking about Veve?
I don't think so. I had to say Veve earlier.
Yeah, and I just said it. We should probably talk about it.
We're Veve fanboys.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we could stop it after Vive's and...
Can't stop, won't stop. We'll always buy Veve. What happened this week? Probably my worst Veve week ever, maybe. Yeah. Did I get one? I can't. You know what? Where's my phone? Let me check this out. You tell us what happened with Veve this week.
So Veve this week had all the... I think they've tweeted in the next 14 days, so 2 weeks, there is 12 days of drops. But leading up to this weekend, they had the Kozik Labbit drop on Saturday. They had a drop Saturday afternoon for James Bond posters. Sunday they had Saturday was the James Bond mask NFT. And then Sunday they had an NFT drop of the James Bond poster series 2. So this whole weekend from Friday to Sunday was James Bond and the Labbits. Tuesday and Thursday were comic drops. And the drop on Thursday, I believe, was the Amazing Spider-Man with Carnage. Right. I was super excited for that.
And that's the one I did not get.
Did you get Uncanny X-Men?
I did.
Okay.
I'm just checking right now because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, did I not get the one with the Scarlet Witch?
Did you?
Wait, that
was a while ago.
Yeah, I did get that one. So what dropped?
So I think you just missed the Carnage one.
Yeah, that's the only one I've missed.
But we've got the Fantastic Four number 13s on Tuesday.
So cool.
I think this week is actually New York Comic Con, so there's a few Marvel drops this week. I think there's a Spider-Man on Saturday or Thursday, and then they've got the Fantastic Four issue 13 on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
All right.
Be there or don't get one.
I have an appointment with Service Ontario.
I can't get you one. Sorry.
I know. I'm going to be there. Imagine there's no reception.
I've even roped in my wife now.
Oh my gosh. These variant covers for tomorrow's drop look dope. The ultra rare looks really cool.
So for me this week, I was trying. So Veve is getting insane for drops. Yeah. Friday morning, they dropped from the new movie. Was it No Time to Die?
Yep.
They dropped the glider. They dropped the glider as their NFT, and I got the ultra rare 1 of 1. So its scale is 1-to-1.
Right.
When you put it in their VR AR, so you could scale it so it's like as big as your house in AR. But it also opens the wings. Would you say cockpit now?
Yeah,
flight
cockpit,
area that opens and closes. You could zoom in and see all the like control panels.
That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah,
it's like a high quality 3D model.
So actually, over the week too, they did a Twitter AMA, which for the non-in-the-know people, AMA means Ask Me Anything. So they held a voice chat discussion, and it was a voice chat or video chat on Twitter. Anyways, it was an AMA, so everybody asked a bunch of questions, and I found out Veve's actually looking to do the Veve Verse.
Really? Yo, sorry, I just got a bit distracted because I think I sold. You have stuff in the marketplace and just completely forget about it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure everything in the marketplace that I had just sold.
Why?
Because I'm looking at my gem count and it just shot up.
So go to transactions.
Yeah, I got to check this out. My gem count just shot up a lot, but I don't know. I'll check this out. We'll see.
I dropped you a little present, buddy.
Okay, but still, my stuff is sold. But I was like, did I have it listed for that? I don't really remember. Okay, let's check this out.
We'll go if you go to your profile and transactions.
Yeah. All right. Profile.
Transactions. Did anything sell?
I know. Like, check this out. This app might be a little bit different from yours. It should be the same.
It
should
be
pretty
exact same. It's a wallet, transactions. There's your transactions.
Oh. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, snap. All right, you son of a bitch. All right, I was like, this does not look like what I thought.
So, like I said, over the weekend, I was able to snag the ultra rare glider.
Okay.
I bought it for like 200. I ended up selling it for 670. So I helped a little. I helped you out, buddy. I gave
nice. And my stuff did sell.
Which you left it on the market?
I left something else on the market. It was like, because I have a bunch of comments from way back when we were able. Do you remember when we were able to do the drop and get 4?
By 4 or 5.
So I had a bunch of comments, like, I think it was like House of X or whatever. So
now they're all sell. You get 1 comic per drop now.
Yeah, it's
Gonzo.
crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, so I sold something, and they both sold on the same day. Okay, so I sold something for like $18 or
there you
18
go.
gems. Nice.
That's double your money from what you spent.
Yeah. So I don't even remember what it was, but it was definitely.
You click on the transaction, we'll tell you.
Really, I've never even gone this far. I'm just about. Okay.
So, anyways, in their AMAs,
I sold Incredible Hulk. Sorry.
Which one? The common?
Future Imperfect, common Hulk for 18 gems.
We may be going back to this podcast one day and be like, "Hey, remember that dumb move you sold for?"
I know, right?
Because Veve is migrating over to OpenSea.
Yeah.
They're eventually going to from what I heard from the questions, it sounds like you're going to be able to sell your stuff on OpenSea, which is Ethereum backed marketplace.
Right, yeah. Shoot, if it goes over there, like, I'm not selling anything else in Veve. I'm just going to wait. I mean, they're already there, right?
Collect, man.
All right, so yeah, I definitely have to revive my Veve strategy.
Veve Verse, I brought up. So they're talking about doing their own. And someone actually brought up, if I'm in the Veve Verse and they were talking like, say a celebrity like Kanye West is throwing a party, can I rent your collectible from you? That's like, say you got the ultra rare, whatever, that's only 1,000 made. They're talking about letting people rent collectibles from each other.
I heard that, but like, usually this stuff I get it, Usually,
I don't understand.
I'm so glad you said that.
I'm on the same page with you.
Because usually I'm like, I get it. This could be used here and this and that. Even when it's clout chasing with the PFP, I'm like, I get it. Why the hell am I going to rent a collectible from you to stunt when it's rented? Like, but I guess people do that in the real world when they'll rent a Lambo to drive around and like.
I don't understand it, man. I heard that and I was like, why would someone? I mean, I guess if you want to rent out my secret rare, I'll give it to you for like 1,000 gems a day. Sure.
Yeah, but then like
you could, you know what I mean? You take my secret rare comic, you go post it in your Veve Verse at your house, and it's on your display case. It's not like someone's going to steal it.
Yeah, because you're having a party.
Yeah, you're having a party, and people are like, oh, shoot. This guy's got the secret rare Marvel 1 or whatever.
But you're lying. It's not yours. You're just renting it.
Everything on social media is true. We got some friends that lie about their perfect life.
I know, right? Like, I know. It sounds so ridiculous, but it's just like, I won't do that stunt. Like, if I don't have it, I don't have it. Like,
I agree.
You know what I mean?
To me,
like,
I don't understand.
Like, I don't like renting shit. I want to own everything because, like, I want it. You know what I mean? But, like, to throw a metaverse. Okay, let's consider the scenario. Well, you're in the metaverse. You're having a party, and you're like, you just rented a bunch of stuff from your museum to be like, okay, this is the stuff I have. And then a day later, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe the rental price is, because even though the buying price might be really, really, really expensive.
Yeah.
The rental price is also really, really, really expensive. And maybe that's such a rare item that it's most likely not going to be sold. So then essentially someone comes to your house and they're like, holy shit, you have that what is it?
You've got the DeLorean, the ultra rare DeLorean.
Ultra rare DeLorean. And it's like, yo, there's only like, what was it?
4,000 or 7,000 or something.
So there's only a couple of these. A couple of them don't see the light of day because, diehard collectors store them, never let anyone know they get them. So then this might be the only way that individuals can interact with that collectible. But on the app you can, but it's you can't do it as well, right? Before buying, right?
Listen. Like I didn't understand it when I text you about it.
Okay, so for your glider, right? Before you bought it, you didn't know that you could hop into the cockpit and do all that stuff.
It said it was one-to-one interactive, so I figured something. I have the DeLorean and I have the Ecto 1 Ghostbuster ones, and they're both interactive. And it's like I knew the doors opened, the trunk opened, they spun around. the lights turn on the Ghostbuster car. But I was like, I didn't know what did the glider shoot rockets. I didn't play with it too much because I flipped it.
Okay, the only way I think this could work is if it does something more than you can do while browsing it in the app. Do you know what I mean? Because or they have to remove the listing or something. You know what I mean? So it's like the only way you can see this is if you are the owner, or if you're viewing it in someone's rental, in someone's collection that where they've rented it. Because outside of that, because if that's the case, then it's like, well, you would never really be able to interact with this glider because you can't buy it because it's super
you're
rare.
never gonna get to see it.
So
you'll be window shopping by someone's house. There's no way to interact with it.
Yeah, and I guess that's
where you rent the Lambo and go drive it for a day.
Yeah, and that's the thing in the real world. Like Lambos are all around us, but I've never driven a Lambo.
I've never even seen one like to touch.
Yeah, I've never sat in one, right?
No.
So maybe like if someone else, like you rent it and they're like, Devon, I rented a Lambo. I'll be like, holy crap, I'm coming over. We're gonna hang out for the whole day, and then we drive around in it. And
come check out my metaverse and throw on some Oculus Rifts like Ready Player One, and you guys go fly around or go check.
Yeah.
Listen, there's probably a whole bunch of things we're not even thinking about, but the one guy that's pumping the hell out of Veve is at Ray Fixie. Yes. I got to give a shout out to that guy on Twitter.
Kind of mad because it's like, what's his collection?
Flexing hard.
He said it was 40K?
He had 2,222 collectibles and 40 full sets. The amount of money you have to put into Veve or that, like, and it's actually funny. I just found out he's a musician. He puts out like videos. If you go on his profile, he's got like YouTube videos of him doing like music videos. He's like a R&B or
is he? What?
It's not bad. It's good.
No. I mean, just think, does that connect to his NFTs or just?
No, I think maybe that's where he has his money, or if he's just like he's been flipping and grinding on Veve since day one.
You know what?
I don't know. He's an interesting dude to follow on Twitter.
Like, I think, can he lose? Not necessarily. I mean, like,
he's got 2,000 collectibles.
I'm sure that this in the spread, in the wake of it, like the losses will be covered by the wins.
He showed a picture of the ultra rare Labbit that just came out on Saturday. He had 22 of them. I think they're going for floor prices like 1.7, 1.5.
Oh,
so do the math on that.
What's going on?
I have no idea. But I think what he does too is he does the escrow stuff outside of Veve because you can't take your money out, right?
Right.
So I think he's offering cash, and people, hey, I'll pay you $15,000 for your items.
Well, then here's the thing.
And then people just transfer all their collectibles.
He's paying less.
Of course he is.
Because right now we're locked.
I'm not saying he does that. I'm just saying I know that I've seen in the Discord channels that people have talked about, hey, don't trust you send people your collectibles. There's no guarantee they're going to give you the real cash. Right. But that I'm speculating that's how Ray's collected some of his.
Yeah. Who knows?
But that's a hell of he's an interesting dude to follow on Twitter.
Yeah. Okay. There's so much that we had on our list that we wanted to get to, but I don't think we're hitting up past an hour, which is cool. But anything else that you want to like throw in there?
Dapper Labs is coming out, or sorry. NFL TopShot is coming out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna drop their NBA TopShot or just go to TopShot.
Right.
But either way, they're coming out with NFL NFTs, which is I'm super hyped
definitely.
for. And then you bought a domain name. Do you want to get into that, or do you?
No, you know what? Let's do that next time because we'll talk more about that after.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Leave a little. Wanting some more.
Actually, you know what? There's two things I want to mention. And then we'll wrap this up. We have a contest going on right now.
We do.
Yeah.
Our promoter is holding an NFT. He's holding a contest on Twitter.
Yeah. We should probably have had it ready. I should have prompted you so you could find it.
You should have.
Yeah. Either way, there'll be 3 of them, and Ryan will talk about that in a second. The only other thing I want to mention is that, we've been taking some feedback from our listeners. Thanks, Dad, my dad, Ryan's dad, and also some other people, and that's why we kind of broke this episode down a little bit more to let peeps know exactly kind of what we were talking about, how this works, because sure, we're here playing in these spaces and we know send this to this wallet and do this and that, but like the learning curve is there for us all. Like, think about me 2 months ago trying to figure out this stuff. Like, I had to sit here next to you to download Yoroi and understand what was going on, and throw away Ada to really get the hard lessons learned, so we're trying to break it down. But hit us up on Twitter. Our Twitter is @nonfungible guys. I know it. I got it.
There you
Is
go.
that what it is?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sweet. And if you have any questions, drop it on Twitter, and we'll answer the questions in the podcast. Or if there's
DM us,
anything-
tweet us, whatever you want to do. Also, I want to mention this too for just entry level position. Like if for me personally, I started with NBA Top Shots.
Right.
A lot of people don't like it, but it's literally you go in, sign up with your Google account or email, like whatever. You sign up, and I think you can buy your first pack for as little as $9 US.
Right.
So what's that? $11 Canadian.
Yeah.
You buy your first pack, and boom, you now own 3 NFTs, and that's all you have. Like,
Yeah.
like it's so like that. I would say
And Veve.
if anyone wants to get into the NFT and they're scared or whatever, or they're very nervous, NBA Top Shot 100% is a good starting point.
Yep.
Veve, it's only app based. There's no web, nothing.
Yep.
It's only app based. That's a great starting point. And was there another one?
Not that I can remember. Those two are the ones I thought about. But
Yeah.
there's probably others. There's others.
Veve and NBA Top Shot 100% is like you can purchase with a credit card on either one of
Yeah.
them. Like you buy gems in Veve.
It
and
was seamless. It's too easy to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I got hooked was Top. And you know what's funny is I got into Top Shot, I think in April during the NHL playoffs.
Right.
They did a quick segment on NBA Top Shots, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I text Burns. I was like, yo, did you see that during the intermission? And he's like, no. So he went and watched. He's like, yo, we might have to get in on this.
Nice.
And that's a hockey game.
That's how you
intermission.
started with
That's how I
NFTs.
started. I remembered it the other day. I was like, I know I started with Top Shots, but then I remembered, oh yeah, I saw hockey people doing a segment on it in between periods of the game. And I was like, oh, I got to go check this out. So me personally, Top Shots I love. So it's, I think, NBATopShots.com.
And I got into NFTs because Ryan was like, I just flipped this comic. And I was like, signing up now.
My $7 comic and
Yeah.
3,000 gems.
There you go.
Got a lot of people into it. So anyways, the giveaway on Twitter.
Yep.
We'll give him a shout out. He's our self-promoter, or our promoter for the podcast is at NFT Burns. And Burns is BYRNES.
That's wild.
Yeah. And he's got 3 giveaways going right now. I think by the time this drops, the first giveaway will be done.
When are we closing that, though?
He did 48 hours and it started yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that one's
So
done.
the next one they can get involved
yeah.
in. But he just wants you to go on there, follow us at nonfungibleguys.com. Damn. Non-fungible guys.
It's all good. I almost did the same
And
thing.
follow at NFT Burns.
And I'd like to say that we wouldn't use .com. We would use .crypto or .nft.
Well, we have a few dots.
More on that later. Whoa.
Tag 2 friends, like and retweet. So go, and he's giving away a Gnomies NFT.
Right?
So we don't
We
even
heard about
hey,
that, yeah.
that could be worth
That one's going to be big.
big bucks later on in life. So yeah, I mean, right now all we have is Twitter to promote.
It's good. That's, you know what? We're not going to make our own Discord or anything like that.
I don't
but
have the time to do that.
no,
I could barely grind
neither
on the
do
properties
I.
Discord.
Trust me. Yeah, Twitter is good enough. Hit us up there.
So what do we want to give them any projects to go NFT projects?
Oh, I didn't check the link.
I've got at properties.
Yeah.
Their Twitter is, I think, at properties NFT. Let me just double check that. I want you to check out them. Uninterested Unicorns on OpenSea. And anything Veve and NBA Top Shot.
Right.
There
was that one that was on. It was Crypto Astronauts. Is that what I sent you? But that's on Solana. So I'm gonna check that out. But nothing else. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of drops, but you'd have to go into
at properties _ NFT. Go check them out.